Don't go this way? Okay. Oh, they got two cars. Yeah, here we go. Look at all these bikes. This bike collection. Whoa. How did this end up like this? How we doing, folks? Welcome back to the channel. We are back on the Surron out here in LA today. We're going all the way down Alameda Street. You may be wondering, what's on Alameda Street? What's the big deal? Don't worry, I'm gonna show you. There's actually quite a bit to see on this street. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch all the way through to the end if you want to see what goes down. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're about to see firsthand. It's a little crazier than you might think. From here, about 5 miles south, I'm gonna show you guys what's going on out here on this side of town. Here we go. All right, we're getting started in the Arts District. What is that? That's a full-on dirt bike. And look, they got a camo RV. I thought that was an e-bike, but no, that was a full-size dirt bike. We are going to be sticking to Alameda pretty much this entire route. We only got about an hour. It's a very gloomy day, as you can tell. The sun sets in about 30 minutes. So once the sun sets, it's gonna get dark dramatically fast. So we're gonna have to get our ride done and get up on out of here before that happens. And it's all gonna start right here when we make this left. Homie's on the old school chopper. That thing is sick. Yep, fire. With his girl on the back, he is killing it. This right here, this street right here is Alameda Street. It connects downtown LA. Goes all the way down to like Compton. I think it may go even further. It may go all the way down to the bay if I'm not mistaken. The Long Beach Bay, that is. We're gonna start right here. This is kind of where it starts to get interesting. We're gonna go down past the 10 freeway and keep going south around to the Alameda swap meet. If anyone knows LA, the area that I'm in, you know where I'm going. If not, just stay tuned and watch. I'll show you everything you need to know about Alameda Street, and you're gonna be surprised when we hit this one certain part. You're gonna be like, whoa, it's gonna dramatically shift so fast, and you're gonna be kind of confused at how fast the scenery changes once we get there. I'm gonna start off this little dirt path. I kind of wish I had some better shoes, maybe even some boots for this path, because there's a lot of glass and random objects that can pop up on you. Oh. Yeah, not exactly invited anywhere you guys are gonna see me going today, so keep that in mind. I'm just kind of gonna be going. There's the first part of Alameda that's kind of interesting. We just got to get through there and keep going south. We're gonna keep going south past the freeway, past the 6th Street Bridge. Then it's gonna start getting a little bit more interesting, but for now we just got to cover some ground. So we had a flat in the rear. It's time to true these spokes. The wheels flexing a little bit when we're cooking in dirt like that. Everything's tight. I don't know. A little bit low pressure in the front. Also need to true these spokes as well. I put risers back on. I had the flats that the bike comes with for the longest, but I was like, you know what, let me try the risers again. Other than that, bike feels solid, so we're just gonna keep on going for now. Anywho, so you may be wondering why I'm randomly just choosing to go check out Alameda Street. Well, I was coming through this area not too long ago. The other day I had to drive from Valencia to Compton, California. Go ahead and Google Maps how long that is if you want an idea of how far of a drive that is. And not only did I have to do it, but I had to do it in the peak of rush hour. I'm pretty sure I posted a video by now about why I had to, but it was to go pick up a very hard to find SC bike that I've been looking for a long time. I found a cat who was selling it in Compton, so I drove down to pick it up. The only time both he and I had available to go get it, right? And it's safe to say, it was a complete nightmare trying to get down there, man. It sucked. It took about 2.5 hours. It felt like driving from LA to San Diego during prime time, or maybe even worse, honestly. It was truly miserable. But anyways, I ended up getting off the freeway and just being like, hey, Alameda runs directly from Compton to downtown LA. So I took the freeway all the way from Valencia to downtown LA, hopped off the 10 where you're about to see, and then took Alameda pretty much straight down. And as I was going down Alameda, I was like, wait a second, this street is crazy. Like, it's kind of chill for a minute, and then it just turns into like this utter chaotic mess right when you hit the Alameda swap meet. So that's kind of the goal of what I want to show you guys today. We're still in downtown LA, of course, a little bit of tagging, graffiti. This one is kind of weird. It's like red handprints. It says "So Do." I've got that track off. So do it. We got a bunch of scribbles, you know. Let's go ahead and take a hot lap though. I want to show you guys right here. This is where the 10 freeway caught on fire. Anyone remember that? That was national news. It was right through here. It looks like they still got the road closed off. Maybe they recently redid it. I don't know if it's still closed because of the freeway fire, but as you can see, it's totally scorched. They ended up putting it back up real quick, but you see how like that side is gray, like how concrete usually looks, and this side is you know, charred. They still do have the road closed off this way. I guess they just want people to not come through here. Maybe, or maybe it's something else. I don't really actually know. So we can't go this way. This is where the main fire was, like right here, right here. As you can see, this is the new construction they put up right there. I don't know if it's actually coming through on camera. It's very dark. Yeah, so there's that. This whole area, I've been through here so many times on video, so it didn't even surprise me when I saw that was happening. There's just so many things that get set on fire right here. Like, look, there's just a bunch of trash right there. There's some RVs. Like, it was something just like this. I mean, look at how much, look at, first off, look at the fact that they're building a house right here. They're building property. I mean, hey, when you can't afford property, take it into your own hands, right? Right there. You know, this is where you come and you figure things out. There's a lot of other things that go into it, but I'm going to show you this street right here, which is crazy too. Let's let this car go ahead and get around me. I do not want to be followed in any capacity out here. So we got a big pile of rubber right here. We got more stuff like that. I'm already hearing the whistles. That means they are letting people know that a stranger is coming down the street. You know, stuff like that. Oh, they're giving me the looks like you're not invited here. So what are you doing out here? But you know, this is just the stuff you see out here. Let's see, there's train tracks right here. We could take the train tracks. Let's see. Hey, how are you? Don't go this way? Okay. Okay. She did not look happy to be seeing me. I don't know what she said, but she didn't look happy to be seeing me, so we're gonna go ahead and not overstay our welcome. Honestly, I don't know if I can get out right here. This is kind of like maybe a dead end. I think I'm good though. I think I could just hit a left and just mob it. This is a really cool part of town though. There's so much to do and see as long as you are not shooketh. By that I mean scared of the locals, and you're willing to just keep it moving once you feel like you're pinned or cornered or pinched or anything in that type of sense. You just got to be willing to keep moving. I see a blinking light. I don't know if I don't remember ever coming this way. I'm nearly positive this is not an active train track. The last thing I want to do is get another flat after we just fixed the one we got yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and safely explore just a tad bit. For some reason, nobody's setting up their camp right here. I think it's probably the city stops them, because one thing I realized about being in LA is that you give people enough time, they'll set up a camp just about anywhere. So there's no reason for them to not have their tent set up all up along here. It actually looks like it'd probably be one of the safest places to do so. But we got a cop. It just happened to pass right as I'm pinning it down here, and he does not care at all, which is cool. You can't make it up, man. I keep telling people, you know, as long as you're minding your own business on the Surron in LA, the cops don't care. I mean, anytime that I even get stopped, they just have questions about like what it is, how much is it, where to buy one. Anyways, we're back on Alameda. So we're gonna hit this left, and now we're back on track to where we were going in the first place. We did get a little sidetracked right there. The thing is about that little cut I found coming through downtown, dude, like there's just infinite of those. If you just wanted to get out and explore and see what's in the city, I mean, you could literally do that all day. I could go this way and do it some more, but got our flat tire fixed. If you saw our last video, I got a flat. We're still rocking the same tire. Seems fine for now. Guess we'll find out in the long haul. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. He said, who am I? Don't worry about it. So I'm gonna try and make it at least a little ways down Alameda. That's the entire point of today. So we're gonna cook down the street just a little bit. We are gonna hit a lot more side streets as we do it. As a matter of fact, let's hit this one right here. This one seems pretty cool. A little bit of graffiti. I mean, I don't know what half of these shops are, but what interests me is that there's no divide between the houses and the industry out here. That's one thing that's always kind of struck me about this area off Alameda Street, is that the houses in the industrial area are just one. Like, look, you have this and this. I'm sure like nowadays it's impossible to build some stuff like that. There's like zoning laws that would prevent anything like this existing anymore, but it's kind of just crazy how much is packed into this one street right here. You had so much right there that we saw, and then you run straight into the train right here. We're a little ways past Alameda now. We actually went around it once again. Don't worry, folks, we're gonna be doing that a lot on this ride. Let's see, we could hit that side street, or we can just go up this way a little bit. I hear a dog. Yeah, I do hear a dog. Folks, my dog senses are just, they're impeccable. I always will hear a dog before I see one. I'm always on the lookout. Yeah, we're getting into like the real Mad Max territory right here. This is just, the main thing I'm looking out for is these people that, you know, they live here, which is totally cool. I'm just coming here and, you know, I'm just riding around, right? But a lot of them have pit bulls. And pit bulls, well, that's pretty much the last thing you want to run into when you're out here on the outskirts of society like this. As you guys saw, the police didn't even care that I'm out here shredding. So, I mean, how else do I put this? It's just kind of like, it's really every man for themselves out here. Unless you are seen firsthand committing a heinous crime, you're pretty much on your own in just about any scenario that you could imagine yourself in out here. So, you know, you could let your imagination run wild with that statement. I just, I take it as a fact of life when I'm riding around these parts, that it's just me out here by myself. I'm on my bike and I got my camera rolling, so at the least whatever happens is going to be recorded. But sometimes, you know, you go into these places and you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You turn the wrong corner and you might run into something that you did not want to run into. The way I tend to avoid that is just by stay moving. Always stay moving. That's pretty much the only thing you can do, is never stop moving. As you can see, we're back on Alameda and we're gonna hit a right. So we just branched off of Alameda for a second. One thing you notice about this street, which is kind of bizarre to me, maybe someone who does like you know, knows more about cities than I do can explain more, but as you can see right here, there's kind of two main streets, right? There's this traffic going this way, and then there's this traffic going that way. And then on the other side of the railroad tracks, there's the same thing, but it's one lane. There's one lane that goes this way, and then there's one lane that goes this way. So there's kind of like four roads right next to each other, going all the way north and south here between Compton and downtown LA. That's the type of stuff I'm scared of right there, those piles of trash. Sometimes I'm in the middle of a sentence and I ride through stuff like that without even realizing it. That's how you get a flat. There will be one screw or just one pointy sharp thing, maybe a needle or who knows what, and you're just not paying attention and you ride over it thinking that it's cool to ride through that part, and next thing you know, you got a flat tire. We're just humming along. We are going to continue hitting some more side streets. We got the there's that. We're gonna go ahead and keep going. We still got kind of a ways to go before we hit the area in Alameda that I was talking about, so we can continue to sightsee back and forth between all these streets, or we can kind of just like try and make it down there as fast as we can. So I don't know, the sun is clearly set, as you guys can see, so it's getting dark rapidly. I don't want to be out here much past sunset. We're inevitably going to be out here a little bit past sunset. It's already 4:25, sunset's in 20 minutes, but we're gonna do what we can. If I'm not mistaken, there's a concert going on right here. Wait, what is this? Wait a second. We are gonna have to do a quick detour if we can even get in here. How do you get in here? Can you go in right here? Hold on, wait, we just gotta look at this. This is fire. I don't know if I'm gonna get copywritten. Oh my God, we gotta ride through this. Hold on, we gotta ride through this. I've never been here. Oh my God. Alright, we're not gonna go any further. It's a little too far already. Alright, oh. Hey, if anyone gets bored, you're looking for a place to come party, there you go. It looks sick. That was so cool. Alright. Well, we saw that. That is not the swap meet either. Oh, here's the Alameda swap meet. Okay, so here's that. Maybe it's like the other side of it. I don't know. Maybe we'll duck into here real quick too and take a quick swing so we can check this out. I don't know if we can get in on this side. I think there's only one way in, one way out. You know, it's that make sure you die in a fire type of entrance. Oh, no, we can get into here. I've never actually been to the Alameda swap meet, so we're only gonna do a quick swing on the outside. I think you have to pay to get in, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Maybe. Actually, don't know. So here's like the outside part. You can go in right here. That's like one of the entrances, and you know, there's tons of stuff. If you've ever been to the Crenshaw Mall, maybe we'll do that another time on a different two-wheel device. It's kind of hard to get around on a Surron in a place like that. Let's see, is there another entrance? Maybe I could show you guys a little bit, you know, but I don't know. Maybe you kind of can get the picture. Yeah. So it's like that. We could ride through, but we're not going to. I don't want to burn my my ride. We're doing pretty good right now and not getting messed with, so I don't want to irritate anybody by riding the Surron through the swap meet, even though I would love to. You guys know I love doing stupid stuff like that because I have 0 brain cells. Anyways, we're actually making pretty good progress, so that means we covered quite a bit of distance from where we started to where we are here. I'm gonna get around this car so we can just travel the sidewalk for a bit. So what I was talking about, we're about to run into. Once we hit it, oh, I'll have more to say, but until we get there, we're kind of just chugging along. And we got quite a bit of traffic for a Sunday going down Alameda. I mean, this is nothing compared to that day that I first came down here and realized that this place was content. It took me, I don't know, I want to say like an hour and a half to go 10 miles, something like that. That does sound about right. That's how bad the traffic gets down here, folks. And you wonder why I always say I never want to move back to the city. It sucks. It just sucks. So this is a very industrial street. We're pulling up on where I was talking about, so we're gonna hit a couple more cuts before we get there. What is this thing? What even is this? It's got plumbing. Oh, I don't know. Some type of porta potty thing? I don't know. Look at these buildings. Are they abandoned? This one has a light on. And there's a car out front. None of our business. We're gonna go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna go on this side though. I wanna see these buildings. Look at this. This is a building, but it's just a facade. If you were just driving along, not even thinking, you would think this is a building. Look, it's got the face of a building, but there's actually nothing behind it. Look at this. Oh, I did not mean to honk right there. I don't know if you can see right there, but there's actually not a building behind there. Yeah, I can't get a better shot, but anyways, we're out here in the back streets. Even when I grew up in Long Beach, like I never really came to this part of town. There's no reason for me to ever come here, right? I mean, as an adult, it's fun to just explore every inch of LA that I never really got the chance to. Also, how sick would it be to jump off of this? Maybe with a different two-wheel device. That's a hefty drop on the Surron. I'd definitely do it on an e-bike, my e-mountain bike or the BMX, but Surron, that's kind of that's a lengthy distance ways down. Got a big truck. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 lefts and see what's going on. As you can see, they got a fire brewing right here. Looks like they're probably just grilling something. I'm gonna go ahead and not go down this street uninvited. But you know, this is where you see people just living. You know, they're just out here living. I don't really know what else to say. Between here and Skid Row, it's just, this is where you end up in survival mode. Look at this alley right here. This is just like a movie scene. Matter of fact, we're gonna stop and take a picture. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you have not already. I post behind the scenes while I'm filming every day. Mysterious truck pulling up on me. Doesn't seem to care about what I'm doing, thankfully. Go ahead and keep going. This is like a movie backdrop, honestly. It is very eerie and desolate back here. You feel like that maybe at one point this area was bustling with life. There's a fire started right there. Looks like they're actively trying to burn whatever this is. I don't know if this is one of those keep warm fires or if they're just burning stuff to burn it. Oh, they got 2 fires. Yeah, I think that they're just trying to stay warm. I don't know. It's kind of a nice evening, so it's not that cold to need to start a fire yet. But I mean, I don't even know. You know, we're just out here. We're just taking in the sights, folks. Like I said, I always say on these videos, I don't ever judge the things I see. I just comment on them. So, anyways, here we go. Look at all these bikes. Look at this bike collection. Okay, now we're about to start seeing what I was talking about, but we have to fight against traffic is the problem. So we're going to be trying to be trying to cruise. Dude, look at all the bikes. Okay, we're about to start seeing some crazy stuff. So this street went viral on TikTok because of all the people that built structures, right? Which is like one thing, yeah, it's, you know, it's interesting, but it just keeps tying back to what I said, like survival mode is in full effect out here. I kind of can't cruise on this street. I have to keep going at sort of full speed because this stretch of Alameda, cars come flying. So I'm just going to be checking traffic and trying to make sure there's no cars pulling up behind me as I try to show you this street. It's interesting how you take in how we've been riding down the street this entire time, not really seeing anything. Then you have this one strip, or maybe they cleaned it out. Wait, maybe they cleaned it out. Look at this is recently cleaned out. Wait, no, they did sweep them out. Yeah, this was, oh man, this is what I was gonna show you guys. This whole sidewalk, it was this area right here because I remember the train behind it. I smell that fire that we just passed by. I think that's what I'm smelling. I smell some sorts of fire. I don't really actually know what it is. Well, anyways, I think if we keep going further, we're gonna see more, but it's already getting really dark, so that's gonna be where we turn around. And now we gotta go all the way back. There's even more to see in all these streets, man. This is an untapped gem of exploration for me. That's some cool graffiti on that. This entire area, there's so many cuts and corners and places where I can get on in the Surron and explore back here, but we're gonna make it right here on Holmes. We got the painted sidewalks. Look, we got projects right here. Anyone who's ever lived near projects, you know, this is what it looks like. A bunch of apartments that look the same. And let's duck into the projects real quick so I can show you guys a little bit more what I'm talking about. If you've never been in projects, if you've never lived in projects, the projects at my house in Northside Long Beach were called the Carmelitos. And they look just like this. This is how they all look. Clothing lines on both sides, a path going through the middle, and a bunch of apartments that look exactly the same with gated doors, gated windows, and you know, I mean, this is what you're seeing. I don't know, I show people stuff like this if you've never seen it, because I know a lot of people probably like hear projects and they don't even know what that looks like. When you hear the word projects, it's not just referring to low-income housing area, but it's a specific way that housing is like designed and looks. And I am at a dead end, and there's a bunch of gang graffiti right here. I think there's an alley we can take to the left. We're gonna go ahead and go down this alley. So, yeah, the projects isn't just one place in LA. There's like multiple projects. There's housing projects all over the county of LA. So a little bit more gang graffiti right there. We're gonna hit this right. We're on that street that I was talking about that runs adjacent to Alameda. This one has the blue line. That train has a blue A. That means it's the blue line. This is the train I used to take from Long Beach to downtown LA. I would take it almost every other day. Those cats, I think those are the guys that just passed by, right? So that's how I would get to the city. That train, oh man, I just straight horror stories I've seen on that train, man. I've seen so much horrible things go down. So yeah, I don't know what to say. There's a whole bunch more of RV folks coming up right here. We're gonna go ahead and pop it on the street for a hot second. I don't want to be the only guy trying to keep up. We're gonna go ahead and see how much we can get down on the sidewalk coming up here. And before that pitbull doesn't pull up on us, we're gonna be ready to pull it if that happens. So you see a bunch of cars here. I would say a decent size amount of these cars. Oh, can we fit? Oh yeah, we got it. Have somebody living in them. Maybe they couldn't get an RV. It could also just be the people who live here, but there's not that many houses on this street. Back there in the industrial area, you see where it blends together. There's definitely a good mix of both. People who are like living in their cars and RVs and on the street and you know, all that stuff. We're gonna keep cruising. I don't know if you guys can see, way off in the distance is downtown LA, so that's where we're inevitably gonna end up. If you just walk straight up this street or Alameda, the one to the right, dang, look at all this trash. Whoa, whoa. One thing you gotta ask yourself when you see stuff like this is like, how did this end up like this? You know, like how did this get here? And how long has it been here? And will anyone ever clean it up? Who owns this property? Do they care? Like what? Oh, I don't want to ride over that rug. Oh my God, I probably just infected my tires with something that'll never ever come off of them. More trash up here, people's homes here. I mean, it's hard to really, I don't know. I don't know. Usually when I do these rides, I'm left with more questions than answers, you know, because you see things that, like, I don't know. A lot of times you're like, I'm sure a lot of my viewers don't live in LA. Maybe most of you have never even been out here. So, like, you see like the most negative depiction of LA usually on the news, where it's like trash everywhere. And then you watch my videos where I come out and ride, and it's like, that's all I see everywhere. It's like, it's trash. Literally everywhere, trash, and people living in their RVs and in cars. It never ceases to amaze me. The further I explored places I've never seen, the things that I still see when I get out and ride. Maybe that's a message to you guys. Get out and explore. You can see some stuff in your own city that you had no idea existed. I definitely did today, that's for sure. I for sure did. We went through a few cuts. Pretty much every cut I went through today. That's the fire. Now, that's a different fire. So we've probably seen like 4 or 5 things on fire today, but they're not just random rubbish fires. It's people like burning stuff either to stay warm or to cook or whatever. But you got to remember, that's typically how like larger rubbish fires start in LA. A lot of people remember that one short I had. Oh shoot, we're blocked. We can't even go through here. I wasn't even paying attention. See, that's what I mean by talking and riding straight into a dead end. See, look, they got it sewed up. They got their little section on the sidewalk completely sewed up, and they got the that's look at this artwork. Oh, the Bugs Bunny. I love that. Me and who? Who's trying to be the what's the girl bunny called? I don't know. This is fire though. I love Looney Tunes, bro. I don't know what it is about this art style. Whenever they put the Looney Tunes characters in, fire. Super fire. Anywho. Okay, we're almost back to the city already. That was pretty quick. We covered ground fast on this bike, folks. There's no 2 ways around it. When you need to get somewhere on a Surron, you can get there pretty dang quick. More RVs. We've actually been through this street today. We're coming back up to wow, this is actually a lot crazier than it was last time too. You know, I think it's like people, I don't know who owns any of these RVs, if they're registered or what, but whenever one is parked, that's like the signal for everyone else to come park there. That's kind of like just how it works, because whenever you see one, you will start seeing more immediately, and that's just the way it works out here, folks. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I had a thought that I did not finish, folks. Sorry, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but maybe someone in the comments can remind me. I'll talk about it the next time we come out here. I think maybe we'll start somewhere around where we ended today, because the further you go down Alameda, the wilder it gets. Let me tell you, it keeps getting more interesting, and the next thing you know, you're in Compton, and that's a whole nother area that we can check out another day. But these back streets in the outskirts of downtown, you can just do whatever you want on the Surron. You just rip it, you know, it is a no man's land. Just don't let anything happen to you, because if you do, well, like I said, you're kind of on your own. So gotta keep that part in mind too. Wow, what a adventure we had today, folks. I can't lie, some of that stuff I've never seen. It was pretty interesting going that far down to the city. You just start seeing things unravel, you know. It's like these are areas where you would never really see anywhere. I mean, I don't know, maybe you see it on YouTube if there are channels like that. I haven't seen them, but it's crazy. Those are like forgotten areas of the like society almost. It's kind of a dramatic way to put it, but you know, seriously, that's how it feels going out there. There's like nothing out there that's it feels disconnected in a way where it's like it's really like a no man's land. The bizarre part is, like, I mean, I don't know how you even end up there, whether you're looking for something and then you get stuck there, I don't know, but it's like, it's interesting how isolated everything is, right? Like, they all choose exactly where they want to be out there. Enough yapping for me. I've got my daily dose of yapping in for the folks who are interested. We'll save the rest for the next video. All right, folks, we got a nice little adventure in today, all before the sun completely went down. Pretty nice. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you comment down below, show me some love. I love seeing your comments. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. And that's it. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.